Hello, folks, and welcome to Stout Sunday. Let me just delete this right here. Okay, sorry, I'm 2 minutes late. John Anile contacted me earlier in the week and said he could not do Stout Sunday and wanted to know if I could host it. And I said, well, I was going to be at a baseball game, college baseball game today, and but I said I could do it later. And so I said, I told everybody we'll do it at 5. And then they did do a Stout Sunday. 2 people did a Stout Sunday this morning at 9:30 Central. And I assume Michael contacted Alex and asked him to do a morning thing because you couldn't do it tonight. So I'll put the link here. Hello, Burley. Stout Sunday, the sequel. This is the official Stout Sunday. That was the preseason. All right, that was an exhibition match. One was a potato item. I'd never heard of it, and the other one was Guinness. They did, well, we all know Guinness Extra Stout. Just chilling, drinking a Lagunitas willetized coffee stout aged in rye oak barrels. This is the last of my collection. So we'll pour it. They use Willet rye whiskey barrels, obviously. Now let's see. Not much head of foam on this big snifter. It's dark brown. Let's bring a little more light into the subject. Now I got too much. Thanks, Ronnie S. Thanks, BC. All right, so this beer, my friend David brought it over first, and then I went and bought a 4-pack. Mathern's had a good price. 13.1% alcohol coffee stout aged in rye oak barrels from Petaluma, California, and Chicago, Illinois. I guess I have the one from Chicago because I'm almost directly south of Chicago. 315th day of 2002. Yeah, baby. 11:13 in the morning. I can get on that interstate highway. It starts right there, 5 miles away. That's where it starts, and I can stay on that road. It'll take me to Chicago at the lake. Of course, I would take the shortcut across Interstate 57 and go that way. I wouldn't want to go all the way through St. Louis. That would be a waste of time, unless I was going to St. Louis for a baseball game or something. Hello, Craig Swinson. I've got some brown ale videos coming up to post. I already recorded them. The little dog and the big dog. The little dog and the big dog. All right. Or I could take the train, the city of New Orleans, but I would just drive probably. Hello, Beers for Breakfast, Facts for Snacks, up there in Canada, the Dominion of Canada. All right. I'll put the link, y'all, so anybody can join with a stout, you understand. Or a porter. This smells like rye whiskey barrels. Well, it makes sense, right? I tried that Willet 4-year age rye at my friend David's house. Then he called me. I was at the baseball game. And I said, I'm at the game. And he was telling me a story about his car. He was trying to repair it and couldn't get it fixed yet. I said, I guess that was a waste of time. He said, no, because you learn, like when you work on it, you learn. So he looked at it as a learning experience, and then he's going to go bring the part back and get a new one because he said the part was bad. Well, the ties. So then he told me, he said, I got you a bottle. I got you a bottle of the Larceny bourbon. I was like, I told you I have a whole house full of liquor. I can't have another bottle. He said, I didn't buy it so you could pay me back. I bought it as a present. I said, oh, well, in that case, it's not such a bad problem. But still, I don't need it. I have neither a stout nor a porter, said Ronnie. I got some wine for the upcoming wine thing if y'all want to see later. They have a Cadbury's cream egg stout. Ooh-wee. I'd like to try that. Had me Irish Bayou Stout by Urban South yesterday. Man, I saw that at a local store for $11.99 a can. I said, I don't think so. Even though it's 19.2 ounces, that's a lot of money. I bought it once, though. I shelled out. It was good, not great. Oh, the truck farm in St. Rose on Louisiana Highway 48. I must have a few standby beers tonight. Genesee Cream Ale. Yeah. You too, Dr. Frosty Brew. Endeavor to persevere. He doesn't want to show his face. Well, then don't show the camera. Cut the camera off. Wine was a bit expensive. Yeah, no joke. I'm going to pass on this year. I had the Jameson. I like Jameson, and I had the stout, but I didn't find it work that well. Hey, Vanessa. Okay, we have Box coming up this Wednesday. Examine any Bach beer. Any Bach beer, you can bring it. Maybach, Dunkelbach, Helles Bach, Helles Doppelbach, Helles Dunkel Doppelbach, Helles Dunkel. Yeah, right. Bright and dark at the same time. Wow, we'll see what happens when you wake up too early. But you know what I'm saying. And then on the 17th, cheap white wine. Any white wine for $10 or less for a $7.50. It has to average to $10 or less for a $7.50. Now, of course, if you bought a 4-liter bottle of Carlo Rossi, it would average out to less than $10, So, okay, Corona Familiar on the 24th. And we closing out the month. John and Neely insisted on this. He better join because you insisted now. Any macro chilada, like the Budweiser Clamato Chilada, the Budweiser Clamato Chilada Picante, the Modelo Especial Chilada, and all of that. And then the red wine, I got my red wine, and it's certified kosher for Passover. Ha. Thought you had me down, huh? Okay, that's coming up. On May 26th. Well, it's after Passover, but it'll still be good. It'll still be good. I could switch it around and do red wine coming up. Well, I'll have to consult my expert panel and see what they want because it doesn't really matter. I might join Cheap Wine Wednesday on the 17th. Yeah, we could do red if y'all rather didn't do wine. White the next time around because I don't really care. Ice box acceptable? Of course, it's a type of box. Of course. You know that purple one? What's that one called? That, what is it, like 10% ice box? And if you get it in a 500 milliliter bottle, you have my sympathy. I'm going to be like Ash in Alien. You have my sympathy. But Ash was wrong. She survived. Well, only her. Anyway, beautiful aroma, taste. But Ash was a robot. That was just a mimicked emotions. It wasn't actual emotions. Okay. Oh, this is strong. Oh, so very strong. It ought to be. It's like, it's chocolatey. It's coffee-ish. It's thick-bodied. It has a velvety mouthfeel. You can pick up the rye barrel action on it. Aventinus. That's one of them. That's not the one I'm thinking of, but that's one of them. Oh, a double buck. So do I. I have a very famous Doppelbock. Is Natty Daddy considered a Hellesbock? Well, because it uses corn and rice as an adjunct, I think it's corn and rice, it would be an adjunct strong lager, but if it could be an American adjunct Helles Doppelbock, I suppose, but I guess it wouldn't qualify. A Beta Andigator would, because it's no corn, no rice, all malt. Here comes Burley. You okay? Now hold on, Burley. The rare occasions I buy wine, it's usually dessert wines from Taylor. Yes, I was looking for those today, but they were sold out. Albertsons had them totally sold out. It was Sunday after the weekend. I guess everybody went and bought those and got busted up. Hello, Burley. He doesn't want to show his face, but that's all right.
Yeah, well, I mean, is this okay?
It's fine with me.
I can do. I mean, I got a stout here. I can do a review if you are okay with me doing it without me showing it.
I mean, you know what I would prefer, but if you don't feel comfortable showing your face, then don't show it. Just describe it. What do you have?
Okay. Well, I haven't done a ton of research on it. It's Untitled Art, Hubbard's Cave. I think it's a collab.
Oh, yes.
It's a Black Forest Cake Smoothie Stout. It's a 12-ounce can. I have a tulip glass that I'm about to pour it into. So you just want me to do my thing, or?
Yeah. Now, if there's a way you could show just the beer, that would be cool. But no, don't worry about it. Don't feel hung up on it. Yeah, you could just, yeah, right. Moderation. That's how I don't get bloated, because I don't eat too much food and drink too much beer. Okay, Burley, you have the floor. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, no problem. So I got a 12-ounce can here. It's a collab, I believe, from Hubbard's Cave and Untitled Art. It's called Black Forest Cake Smoothie Stout. It doesn't have a born on date, but Best By 2/19/22. So I think it's fairly fresh. I don't know. Again, I don't know the date that it was canned. See if I can find a ABV. I don't see the ABV. Oh, I'm sorry, 9.5. So it's a big beer. It's a fairly big stout. Not gigantic, but relatively big. So I'm gonna crack it here. And now I'm gonna pour it.
All right.
I got an Alex pour on it. it's probably even bigger than a usual Alex pour. I got like a 4-finger head on this thing. It's dark brown, almost black. The head on it is at least 3 fingers, tan, and right off the bat, it just smells like chocolate cake. Which makes sense because it's called a Black Forest Cake beer. Some fairly decent bubbles here in the head. The rest of the beer is very dark brown, almost black, and it just smells like chocolate cake.
All right.
Now, do you want me to drink it now?
You may as well, because it's a beer drinking show. Now, Now I'm gonna go back to the large screen. Yeah, it's like radio edition. You're right, Ronnie. It's like, well, a lot of people just listen to Stout Sunday anyway if they're driving around. It's like Prairie Home Companion, but about alcohol.
So the head has died down a little bit now after a minute or so, and it's just exploding with chocolate cake smell. So I'm gonna take a sip here.
Okay, cheers to your sipping.
It's sweet, a little bitter. Definitely get the cherry. You definitely get the chocolate. It's quite well balanced and just kind of delightful. Relatively light mouthfeel. I thought it would be a little bit more full of a mouthfeel. It's probably on the medium side of a mouthfeel. Didn't expect it to be this light on the mouthfeel. I thought it would be much heavier. But it really does come through as the title, the name of the beer would explain. Black Forest cake. It tastes exactly like it. You got cherry, you got chocolate, you got the cakiness, but the one aspect of it that I think is a little bit off is the mouthfeel. The mouthfeel isn't quite as rich as I expected. It's a little on the thinner side than what I would expect from something that's called a cake stout. But yeah, it's really tasty, really quite delicious. Definitely reminds me of a Black Forest cake.
I agree. Beer for breakfast, facts for snacks, but we gotta be gentle. You know, we can't be. You know what I mean? All right. So a cake. Oh man. So you find that the body's a little too thin, though.
The body's a little thinner than what I would expect from something that's described as a cake stout. Yes.
Yeah, you'd want a
There's
little
no
velvety.
burn. There's no burn. There's no harshness to it. There's virtually no alcohol presence. Really great in that regard. So I'm getting the cherry. I'm getting the chocolate. I'm getting everything that I would expect out of something that's described as Black Forest cake, other than the mouthfeel. So in that regard, yeah, I really like it. It's really tasty and it's really interesting.
Okay, that sounds good. And I had a couple of beers from Untitled Art. They're being sold right down here. I saw them at Mathern's, and I saw them at no, I guess that's the only place. But I was thinking maybe Trader Joe's, but I could be wrong about that. I think I'm wrong, but I know they're made under contract in Wisconsin. I think Octopi Brewing produces them for Untitled Art, but Octopi does good work because that's all they do is contract brewing. They say that on their website. We don't make our own brand of beer. We just contract stuff for you. and would it be good with some cake? He's asking.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it would pair fantastic with an actual Black Forest cake. Yes.
Okay. Now I'm gonna give us quick wrap up on my beer, and then we'll do the scores. Okay. Somebody asked about you drink all the time. I don't drink all the time. Okay. Let's get this straight. I started drinking beer in this February of 1996. I was like 27. Anyway, almost 28. So I said, oh, well, let's see what kind of hobby this will be because I see people drinking beer all the time. There must be something to it. So then I tried Miller High Life. I bought a 6-pack of the little pony bottles. So I said, well, I think what I'll do is I'll drink every try, I'll just start drinking them all. So I start trying everything. Craft, macro. People ask me, how you get craft beer? I said, I just started grabbing them off the shelf. It was no kind of, oh, I have to get used to it. No. So I'll start drinking everything. Now, I bet you, though, there has been at least 4 days since 96, maybe 3, that I didn't drink any alcohol at all. So I don't say I drink a lot. Now, but I did go on a diet plan in December 2001, and I invented the diet, and I did lose over 30 pounds. And so, yeah. All right, I weighed myself this morning. 100. Well, you can't see on this. 143.4 pounds. Thank you. Everybody could clap all together. And I'm about 5'10". That's what my driver's license says. And I wouldn't lie to y'all. Maybe the driver's license is wrong. I don't know. But and I checked my blood pressure this morning. It was 112/64, I think. So hey, it can be done. You do not have to eat these huge amounts of food all day long, which I see people doing every day of my life. All right, but anyway, enough of the nutritional fun with nutrition. Enough of that. All right, now let me give the last. I'm sorry, Burley. I have as Elvis Presley told Steve Martin, son, you have an oblique sense of humor. And I'm sorry about that. All right. Oh man, on point. And I bought a 6-pack. Or was it a 4-pack? Yeah, I guess a 4-pack. For this beer was not too expensive, man. This beer was dynamite. It's not KBS expensive. KBS should be paying $4.99 minimum for the KBS Mackinac coffee fudge stout. This rivals it, and maybe you might think it beats it. I don't know. Lagunitas says great prices. Velvety mouthfeel, heavy bot, relatively heavy, but I'll say high, medium, no, low, heavy, medium to heavy. That's a better way to describe it. Kind of sweet coffee finish. You got the rye barrels, but it's not overdone. Man, this beer, it is I'm gonna say 98 out of 100 now. If you can get a 98 out of 100 for such a cheap price, go for it. Now, let's do some comments, and I'm going to let Burley give his final wrap-up and score. It is a good beer, I bet you. I've had, if my experience with Untitled Art is any indication, it is good. Yes, he said it was. We already said that. Well, that's my fault. I posted it again. It was good with cake. Octopi does a lot of beer for Aldi's. Okay, I wish Aldi's would open up here. A 6-pack. I don't really have a 6-pack. It's more like a little doughy dough that's not baked yet, but it's not a big old fat belly either. Okay, beer BC's says clap, 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 and that's good. King of the dots. Oh, here goes Gary. I'm waiting to bust out some good brews this summer. Okay, Gary. $12 a can. Yeah, that is going overboard. You could have bought a 4-pack of this. And I think value plays a part. I mean, come on. Hello, Maxwell. Das Vidanya. Oh, that's when we're off the air. I'm sorry. That's when you say goodbye. He's in the Russian Federation, way over there in Moscow. Thanks for watching, Maxwell. Must be morning time. Now, Burley, you're going to give your final assessment and score of this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, before I do that, there's a description on the can that I didn't see previously. So let me read that first. So it's a smoothie stout with cacao nibs, vanilla beans, cherry puree, and milk sugar. So that's the I guess the main ingredients. And it is brewed and canned by Untitled Art and Hubbard's Cave Brewery. So yeah, it is a collab.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I had it. I didn't have it cold. I had it almost room temperature, which is, I mean, I have occasionally drank stouts at room temperature or around room temperature. It's probably a little under room temperature. But that didn't seem to affect the taste or anything like that at all to me. So the appearance is pretty standard for a stout of this kind. It didn't blow me away in terms of the way it looked. As soon as I poured it, it was just bursting with chocolate cake smells. That was really impressive. The smell of it just came right out of the gate, and it has basically maintained that throughout. It really smells like a delicious chocolate cake. The flavor of it is fantastic. It tastes exactly as it's described, as a Black Forest cake. The one thing that I didn't particularly care for was the fact that the mouthfeel was a little bit thin, and the 9.5% was not present. There was no hotness to it. There was no harshness to it. It's a very pleasant drink, but I just wanted a little bit more body to it. So that's my only gripe, is that it was just a little thin. So I would say 93 out of 100 based on the Raw Ontario scale. I guess it depends on where I'm rating it, but I think for this platform, I think I would go with a 93 out of 100.
So most excellent, but at the lower end of most excellent. Just getting into it.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
All right. Got to call it. Hey, what do I always say? Got to call it as you see it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, Ron. Well, I appreciate you having me on, buddy. And I know that it would be probably better if I had shown it and everything like that. So I apologize for that. I'm just I'm a little shy, I guess.
Yeah. Well, who knows? One day you might get to the point where you want to show stuff, and you know what I'm saying. Some people have joined in the past, showing their face and everything, and I never saw them again because I think they got so embarrassed. I think what happens is they go back and watch the replay, and they say, "Oh, I look so stupid. I sound like an idiot." But it's not true. You know, it's just people. It's in their mind. People think that,
Yeah.
and so they just don't come back. You got to get past that. I know a lot of rock stars. They'll ask them, "Do you like your own music?" And they say, "Oh, I can't stand listening to it." You know, they can't stand listening to their own voice. You know, but they perform. International Women's Day, number 8. Oh well, oh boy. Now, well, folks, Burley, you could stay on while we talk about a few more things. What was the price you paid for that?
Oh, well, I got it as a single. I had the receipt. Darn. I don't know what I did with it.
Oh, well, if you can't remember, then don't worry about it.
Well, it was on. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a bunch of stuff. It was on the receipt. I got it as a single. I don't know what I did with the receipt. Sorry about that.
No tragedy. All right. My baseball team won 3 out of 3 games this weekend. Southeastern Louisiana beat Troy, University of Alabama, 3 out of 3 games. And that was great. So now they got 11 wins and only 4 losses. All right. Now, Burley, what state are you in?
I'm in Tennessee, and I have the receipt here if you want to know what I paid for it.
Okay.
Okay, so I paid $4.79 for the 12 ounce. So it was pretty expensive.
Pretty darn expensive for a 93, man. But that's the way it goes. I mean, if you're not willing to take the risk, I mean, just drink Budweiser. All right. Now, talking about tomorrow night, we have Multi Monday, and they're doing Belgian wit beers. And I said, can I use Blue Moon or Shock Top? And I wasn't doing that because I was like dying to do Blue Moon or Shock Top. Not that I mind those beers, but I went over to a store on US Highway 190, and I found this yesterday. Hugotten. So, you know, it's kind of nice. The man who invented Hugotten back in 1965 quit the company after Anheuser-Busch InBev. Well, InBev bought him out because he said, I don't know. I think he thought they were pressuring him to lower the ABV and make it more like mass appeal. Because somebody told me it used to be 6%, but it's 4.9 now. It's best by September 28, 2021. So we in a good date zone. But I paid, $1.99 for a single. I figured, what the heck? I could have gotten Shock Top for $8.49 a 6-pack at Walmart. You know what I might do one day? I might do Shock Top versus Hugotten taste challenge. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Okay, now Ronnie S was asking about wines. So let's wrap this up. I'm going to show you all a few things. I've seen that beer, Total Wine. You're talking about the one he's drinking. Okay. Drinking a West 6 IPA. This beer is definitely going. Yeah, beer is getting so expensive. It's going to impoverish us all. Ronnie S., this is addressed to you basically, but all the other hangout people. I have white wine scheduled for this month, but we could flip it and do red this month and white in 2 months. I mean, I don't care. I have this, y'all. People are going to say, oh, no. He goes from Willetized Stout to this. Yeah, okay, well, you got a problem? All right, so Mogan David, blackberries, kosher for Passover. So that means they use real cane sugar, not corn syrup. Oh, well, it was $4.49 at Albertsons. I don't know I guess that's a normal price. It's 10% alcohol. I got to check my records and see when I did the blackberry last time. Did I do this kosher for Passover or just a regular one? So it'd be kind of neat if I found one that I haven't done yet, because they're using different ingredients, so therefore it would not be the same product. Blackberry, red wine with natural flavors. Well, hey. Now, coming up in a few weeks, we have scheduled Harvey's Bristol Cream. And this is by appointment to Queen Elizabeth II sherry suppliers from Spain. This is a royal warrant to supply sherry to the royal family. Now, I don't know if Queen Elizabeth is drinking Bristol Cream from Harvey's, but whatever. They do have the royal warrant, and I paid cheaper than, they had it on sale. I paid $13.99. Yeah, it was cheaper than normal. You usually can't find it for $13.99. They've been making this since 1882. It's been years since I've had Harvey's Bristol Cream. They used to have the cork. Now they got the twist cap. Some people say it's gone downhill. I don't know. It's a blue bottle, though, believe it or not. It's blue glass. Look at that. I don't know if you could see that, Burley, but the glass is blue. As the light hits it, it's a blue glass. But we'll get to that later. So then that's what's on tap, so to speak. And any last comments, Burley?
No, not really. I just would, I'd recommend, if you see this beer, giving it a try. I think it's definitely worth checking out, especially if you like the dessert type of stouts. I think if that's what you're looking for, this definitely fits the bill. I'm sorry that I didn't show it, and I know that's preferable in this circumstance, but unfortunately I wasn't able to do that this time. And cheers, Ron, and I appreciate you for having me on. Thank you.
You're welcome. Of course. Yeah, Cobalt. I think you're right. No, I've never had blackberry brandy. They sell it at local stores. They sell Bols, B-O-L-S, Bols. That's from the Netherlands. And they sell, they sell other blackberry brandies, but I've never had it. Not to say I wouldn't try it. Alex, what is a Ron? Alex, that comment doesn't make any sense to me. All right. So Burley, you're welcome anytime. I always tell people you're welcome anytime. One of the viewers told me letting everybody join is communism. I said, no, you're wrong. No, I didn't say you're wrong. I just said, no, communism would be forcing everybody to join. See? So
I
he
agree
blocked,
with that.
he blocked me
That's
and
correct.
unfriended me. Oh, well, that was like a benefit. Communism would be forcing everybody to join the hangout, not allowing everybody to join the hangout. People do not
That's right.
understand
Yep.
these concepts. Oh, what's up? Well, we're doing Stout Sunday, you know. I just drank a 13.1% alcohol beer. Oh no, help me, y'all. Where do I go? Who do I turn to? All right. Tuesday morning we have Dawn Busters. I have a bunch of bourbon to tackle. Oh man, that's going to be pretty exciting. I think ancient age, 90 proof is it's just gonna overthrow the bourbon empire. You know what I mean? It's like, it's way better than it should be. Ancient age, 90 proof. I'm forgetting part of the name, the gold label. So that's going to be a battle royale. I'm going to do 2 Tuesday, probably more early morning and later. Thursday, 2 more. I've got it all lined up. The first one is Jack Daniel's number 7 green label. Most people cannot get the green label, including myself. Somebody picked it up for me in Beaumont, Texas. Got Woodford Reserve. We've got, oh man, it's just a smorgasbord of excitement. Then we got Wednesday night, the box. I think that's going to be great. Tomorrow night's going to be really good with the Belgian wit beers. Oh, I guess Burley left. Sorry, Burley. But thanks for coming. Burley says, you. I don't know what's coming next Monday because we haven't determined yet. We have to vote. And so, yeah, we have a lot of exciting things coming up, y'all. And that's all I can say about it. Okay. That's all right, Caleb, Jeep and Foodie. I don't think George Orwell invented the phrase "the Cold War." I think that was used even. Oh well, yeah, he might have. He might have. I was thinking of the Iron Curtain. Hello. Inver House, 114 proof. So a barrel proof. Wow, I only have the 80 proof. Amazing. That is. I'm not being smart, Elliot. That is like literally amazing. So we want to thank Burley Sullivan for joining us. He did a great job. He was a little shy to show the beer in his face, but anyway, he did a great job. I think y'all agree with that. His beer was good, in fact, most excellent. But the price point didn't match the beer. You know what I'm saying? Like he paid this, but his beer was like that. But you know how many times I've done that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I like your show too. I've been enjoying watching it. And I found out about your show by looking at Brian the Beer Snob. Brian the Beer Snob. All right. Well, that's it. We got to close it out. Maybe I'll drink one more beer today. I've had 3 already today. Some people are saying, "Oh wow, 3 beers! What a deal! What a drunk!" You know, I know it's pedestrian. I drank water at the baseball game for the whole 3 hours, just water. I was very satisfied. When I go to these games, I just drink water. That's all I drink is tap water, and I'm very happy with it. I see other people drinking beer, or they're drinking daiquiris, all kind of daiquiris. They're getting loaded, paying all kind of crazy amounts of money for it. Oh, look what you're paying. Look what you're getting when you get these daiquiris. You're not getting any kind of high quality liquor. I'm not saying all that stuff is horrendous or anything, but come on, man. Drinking these daiquiris, you pay $8 or whatever they pay. All it is ice, and it's sugar. They have all these different flavors, coconut, whatever, and it's Skull vodka, might be Skull rum, Diesel, 190 proof grain spirits. I know a lady that goes to those games. She drinks that orange daiquiri with the Diesel, 190 proof. It's kind of funny, really, because as she sips on it, she becomes more and more aggressive. Like she becomes like nutty, you know. But I couldn't drink that stuff. Oh, the sugar, just make me ill. But I'm telling you the truth. I just drank water at these games. I'm not joking. I'm not making that up. All right, let's see. Last comments. Boxcar. Is your rye run done? Yes, it is. I'm doing bourbon. And then when bourbon's done, I'm going to do Canadian whiskey. I have Crown Royal Black. Been waiting to do that. And then I'm going to do, I'm sorry. I have American blended whiskey. I have Banker's Club. You say, oh boy, Banker's Club. Oh, it's an interesting product. It's been on the market. Now the bottle is deceptive because they're given the company's age and not the actual product's age. But anyway, it's been on the market a good while. I think since 1969, although the company was around since 1907. So I'm going to do Banker's Club against all the other American blended whiskeys. If people don't watch, I won't take offense. I mean, I know what I'm dealing with. And then I'm going to do Crown Royal Black. Then I have Irish whiskey. I have Duhan's Irish whiskey. Yep, I bought it. I bought it for $19.99 at Walmart. Of course, a month after I bought it, they dropped the price to $9 to close it out. I said, great. I paid $19.99. I could have got it for $9. But how did I know? How would I have known that they were going to do that? And then I've got, when Irish whiskey is gone, I've got Scotch blended. Dewar's 12-year. When I show you the price I paid for Dewar's, you are going to lose your mind. And that is a true story. You're going to think I'm lying. You're going to say, you're lying. You're lying. Well, I have a witness. He bought his own big, huge jug bottle. And he, of course, drank it all. But true story. Single malt, I have the Dalwhinnie. Thank you, Whiskey Scout. I got to do my research. Oh, man, what a gift. Couldn't get over that. Then with that's single malt, of course, single malt. Now with blended Irish Scotch whiskey, I have the single malt is a Dalwhinnie, and then with the blended is Dewar's, and then with rum, I have the Cruzan Blackstrap Molasses coming up, and then we'll pivot to brandy, and I have Ciroc. Now people are going to say, "Oh, you're wrong. Ciroc is vodka. Ciroc is vodka." No, you're wrong. There is a Ciroc French brandy. I know. I have the bottle. I bought it. Don't be jealous. I have it. Okay. And then I'm going to go to rum. I have the Dewar's. I have the Cruzan Blackstrap. And the next black rum I'm going to get is Gosling's. I almost bought Gosling's today at Albertsons for $16.99. I said, no, let me wait. But I got Gosling's. I mean, the Cruzan Blackstrap. And then we have tequila. You say, oh, no, not tequila. Yes, I have Montezuma Silva, Montezuma Gold, but I'll do the gold first. And then I have another mezcal I have to buy. I'm trying to figure out which mezcal. And then we'll pivot, and we'll go back to rye. And the rye is going to be Crown Royal Northern Harvest rye. Oh, man, I can't wait. 3 beers. Wawa hazelnut coffee. Never heard of it, but I'd try it. Okay, last comments. Let's see. Sugar and liquor can really dump you. Oh yeah, Belgian beers are good. They spike them with sugar and spices, but maybe Gary, maybe so. Okay, Gary. Oh, I have old Overhaul 80 proof. I have to bring that one in before I do the Crown Royal Northern Harvest. The 80 proof. Thank you, David, for getting it for me. I did have to pay for it, but he got it for me. I don't know what these people are talking about. Something about wrestling, probably. All right. That's right. August 8th. Many reasons. Many reasons. Thank you, Ronald, for joining, commenting. All right. Well, that's the end of this. That brings us to the end. It was a great Stout Sunday. I did a fantastic beer, world-class beer, nearly world-class, but outstanding at least, 98 out of 100, at least outstanding. Burley Sullivan joined. He did a very good beer, most excellent beer. He was a little disappointed because, unfortunately, it was a little too thin-bodied. But that's the risk. And he paid a lot of money. He paid a good amount of money for that 12-ounce can. I mean, if it would have been a 500 milliliter can, that would have been a different reason. I mean, a different attitude about it. You would have had a different attitude. But I don't know, man. 12 ounces for all that money. If I pay over $4.50 for a 12 ounce, it better score at least a 95. Now you say, you're crazy. You're crazy. And I'm not crazy. I'm buying it. If I'm buying it, like my friend David always says, well, I bought it. I said, yeah, I can't argue with that. That's right. Heineken. I miss Heineken Dark. I miss Heineken Dark. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Take care. I'm going to do a few things here and there. All right. H light is the best. Right. All right. Take care, everyone.